That life scratching, okay? I'm doing okay. I'm kind of, my dysphoria depression kind of messing with my mind right now. It's not in a perfect place right now. That's also why I was trying to get Christy to go around with me in another live stream where they were doing a panel to help clear my mind up. Hi, Tim. I'll probably only be live for an hour if nobody, if I don't get very many people in here. Or, just depends on how many people I get in here. I kind of went live to let off some steam on people that come over here and do their trolling. I'm ready to let off some steam on some trolls. Oh, it's already definitely already morning for you. Here it's 2:24 in the morning. I gotta shave all this off and yeah, I gotta shave my backside, my rear end and all, and my legs and everything, and doll myself up, make myself look beautiful again before I go out and get groceries. Thanks, Tim. You don't mind talking the chat amongst each other real quick, and I'll be back. If any trolls come in here or do anything, I'll take care of them when I get right back. I'm gonna go brew me a cup of coffee and see if that'll make me feel better. I hadn't had coffee in almost 2 days. Maybe it'll wake my mind up, get my mind to think straight. I'll be right back, y'all. Tim, don't you run off too quick. You gonna think that's life scratching? I need to come by your channel more often and leave you a like and watch some more of your content and leave you a comment for one. I forget to do that. I'm gonna bring you some coffee. Well, thank you, Paul. You're getting the blue over here. I gotta go to technique to come back talking to you, the brewing coffee. Shouldn't take long for the brew. I'm coming. Yeah, I don't think nobody's gonna be coming. Might be one of them lives that I shut down and delete for the first time, and I hadn't done in a long time. Might be the way this live will go. Might be best to deleting it and going on it and force myself to go to bed. It is 2:30 in the morning here. Everybody is trying to sleep. I was hoping Chrissy would come in here. I like having her in my life, but I know she's having trouble with her YouTube and her notifications and everything right now. Not getting everybody's notifications, but I do pop up live. I totally understand that. That's okay. It's early for you over there. I did just come from a panel that did a live stream that did a panel, and I think everybody's tired from doing panels. Sleep might actually be good for my brain. Get it back on the right track. Oh, you're going out for coffee with a friend. Well, enjoy that coffee. Hope you go to a good coffee place and get some good coffee. Because it's always good to go out for coffee and get good coffee that's better than brewing it at home. Not to get me wrong, brewing coffee at home is good. It does save money, but the coffee you can get out with a friend is a lot better. So you're enjoying that with a friend. Yep. What I'm working on is trying to find me another girlfriend, but I got to find one that likes trans women. It's not against trans people, but accept me for becoming trans and go through the journey with me. But I want her to also be somebody that works a job for a living, and she can come home and the house will be cleaned and everything. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go make sure my coffee's brewed. That what you said made me think of my coffee. I'll be there in a second. Hang on. I hate that people right off. I'm coming back. I don't want to keep y'all waiting. Highway up, dude. Hi, Daniel Barry. Yeah, this is a very slow night. I'm not going to really get a lot of people on here tonight. I might have to pull a move like Ted does sometimes. It ends your life sometimes when people don't, not a lot of people want to join the family or anything. It is a slow night. Ain't nothing on TV either. I know I'm not much entertaining right now. Sorry about that. Way up, dude. If you're still in here, next time Archie's playing um Jackbox TV, you're gonna have to get her to let Ted know so he can let me know, and I'll run in there and just play that because I do like playing that game. Kind of wanting to see if I can yeah, um I think Roughneck has actually has Jackbox TV. I'm gonna see if I can get him when he's live to do a Jackbox TV one night, so that way my friend Julia can come in there and she can join and play it. So it is fun. I can actually play it on my PS5 somehow. I don't know exactly how, but somehow I can. There's gonna be one of these days when when my sister's parents give me my sister no my sister and her husband um say that it's right for my niece to know what that I'm trans. That's when I'm gonna do it 1 year during Christmas time. I'm gonna tell her right there. I'm gonna turn it around and tell her that I've got the greatest gift that I can ever. That it's not present. It's not decorations. It's not a Christmas tree. It's not Christmas lights. It's not bows, presents, wrapping, or bags, or tissue paper, or anything that has to do with money. It's the greatest gift of all. And that greatest gift is that you're gaining, that you got me becoming an aunt. I'm becoming an aunt, and that you got me. You still got the uncle that you always remembered that's inside. But what's inside me that needs to come out, which is the trans woman I'm becoming. That's the greatest gift of life. And I'm for her to be able to share with me. That's the greatest gift from life. Like greatest gift that my mother shares with me. I actually get thrilled to death and start smiling when everybody called me a she. It lifts my spirit, gets me like just for your depression out of whatever's going through. And there's some days that the dysphoria depression ain't perfect. It has its ups and downs, but it works. And I can't wait till the day I get on a plane, go to California and meet by myself. And it's either Susan or Julie that picks me up and I stay with one of them. And then they take me all over California, different places. And I definitely gotta go to the Hollywood Walk of Fame because I gotta see my cousin Michael Jeter's star. I gotta get a picture of me next to that star. Gotta have that. Even though my Mimi never did like him, never liked his family. He hold a grudge against them, where I never got to meet him and get to know him that well. I always cherished everything he ever did in life. And my dream is to become a comedian. That's my other dream. I want to be a comedian. I love to make people laugh. I love to make people laugh and make people literally make people laugh, which lifts their spirit and gets them to have a bad day. I've still got Julia in my prayers for her to heal after her having surgery. I keep Jay Sarge and Susan in my prayers, just hoping that they'll be together forever, but you never know what's going to happen in their relationship. And I have Chrissy in my prayers for whatever's going on with her right now. And then I've got Anthony and his wife in my prayers for what they're going through. And I still have that one person that I met from the tool community in my prayers. I thank her every day for telling me what true friendship is. Me to understand what true friendship is. Because you got something to click in my dysphoria, depression, female mind that one thing about true friendship, no matter how much you mess up with a person, or you accidentally lose their trust or something, or they lose your trust, no matter what you go through in life, you always forgive them. You will always forgive them when they mess up. And you stay friends forever. You stay friends, and even after death, you're still friends. Even you're still friends even in heaven. You just don't give up. You would never give up on your best friend, no matter what. No matter if you don't hardly get to talk to them every day or get to see them every day because they've got a partner that's in their life that they're sharing their life with, or they wound up raising kids or something. But if I ever had to pick somebody to be my godmother, my if I ever if there was a day I ever had kids, which I can't produce kids, which I'm glad I'm not able to produce kids. I would never want to get that back. I'm glad the T blockers I take kill that off. Another thing I wanted to kill off part of my transition. But there was every day I was with a woman that accepted me for my transition, but we lived together. There was a day we actually did. She really wanted to get married. Well, when we get married, we're both wearing a wedding dress to get married. I always dream of walking down the aisle in a white wedding dress. I have that dream. I want to do that. But the thing is, if she ever said, "Oh, I want kids," but we wound up adopting them and owning and being the father and mother of that, I mean, being the two mothers of that kid, I would literally, and we had to find like somebody to be the godmother or something of the kid. I've got some people in mind. They might not never get to see one of them, but I can always pick somebody in mind. And I would choose certain people. I call my number one. Then I call one of my number one best friends. Be like their guardian angels or whatever that watches them, and whatever you want to call it. Now my aunt, which is my mother's sister, that's not around no more. She always, every year it came Christmas or it was my birthday, she always got me something for my birthday, or she got me something for Christmas. And she didn't have to do that, but she did. And then my great aunt, her husband always brought me things home, and then she always got me something every year for my birthday. And we were supposed to go see her one time we were going to go see her one time, but got told by her daughter not to come, that she don't want us to see her the way she is, because she was And then the last time I seen her when we were burying her in the ground. And yes, the house I live in it was originally my Mimi's house. She built this house. She sold her other house she was living in and built this one. And the reason she sold that other house was I can't remember that exact purpose, but I think she just wanted to move into a smaller house. Have more like a retirement kind of home house, and she did it. But I've always said if there's a day I'm not living in this house, my mother might be living in it. If I wound up getting a partner and she wants me to move in with her and live where she wants to live, which I hope in the city somewhere because I love living in the city. The only thing I like about the country is it is a lot more less bills and stuff you got to pay, and you don't got to worry about a water bill. But with the city, I really don't mind the noise in the city. The noise is what keeps my mind active. I mean, keeps my mind from going to that dark, lonely place, and keeps from being sane. I mean, my dysphoria oppression, but not the same part. I'm looking for me a wreath that Lego made that a Halloween wreath because I want to put it together. I'm gonna eventually come Christmas I'm gonna do two different Advent calendars, and I'm gonna get them before the day of December starts, and then every day in December all the way up to the last day, I'm gonna open up one door a day and make a video of it, and it's gonna be a video I'm gonna upload, and it's gonna be both Advent calendars I'm gonna do in that one video. One's gonna be the Harry Potter one, and then one's gonna be the Star Wars one. And I'm gonna actually set them up where you can see the display and everything, and do them that way, and leave the displays up, the pieces out. The next day, I'll do the next one. That way I can get enough content out for everybody to watch, then in the Filipino community can have more to watch. They like that kind of content. And yeah, I have to thank the Filipino community for helping me get to 1.3 1,390 followers. I mean, not 90 followers, 19 followers. I'm getting that wrong. But my goal before the end of the year is over, or before my birthday of next year in March, is to get to 1,500 followers. I want to see if I can do it. Well, it took me from 2013 until now to get that 1,319 followers. It took me that long to work and struggle. Now you gotta know when you're live, don't worry about who's lurking in your bushes. People are gonna lurk. And don't worry about if it's haters that take screenshots and screen recording. They're gonna lurk. They're gonna do that. And they're just people that try to use content against you. Use what use anything that hurt in your life stream against you. When you do, that's just life. That's just people that have too much time on their hands. They don't have nothing better in life to do. Doing a diamond art of Chip, that's from Beauty and the Beast. I've always liked that character from there. I would like to find the one of the I mean I want to get the one of the rose that was from that movie. Well, from the cartoon movie. And do that one as well. I'd also like to years from now take that room right there and expand it out over, and we could take up part of the back porch. But I want to make it back to a bedroom. So it'll turn this house into a 3-bedroom house and do that. And once I do that, then it'll come out making it to where oh, if I can think of it, and then I can get them to make a door opening and do that. And if they can change those lights out, put a regular lighting in there because they've got a cross fix it up in there and redo the set and redo it, and then cover up those holes and sew it and repaint the ceiling. It'd be nice. Then I might have that done, and all I would put up is just a bar. I'd put up just a bar door to go to it for now. And anybody that were living here later on after me can turn it into and put an actual door up if they want. I've never repainted this house either. I'd like to in the future. I would like to do that. I think I'd leave the wall where my TV is. I'd leave it the color it is, which is that was done here before. No, I'm not calling Bob Vila. He's gotten old. I tell you, everybody in that Jackbox TV game was using was using Arkia there. Yeah, I did say something about Uranus. And what I said about Uranus, that was me. Really talked about wanting to do that to her. It's something I'm gonna do tomorrow when I'm in Walmart. I mean, later today when I'm in Walmart, I'm gonna look at the Legos and see what they have. They've got, I think, 3 or 4. No, it is 4 because they've got a reef to it too, and it's all Grinch Legos. It's not made by the Lego brand. It's made by Brickmaster, I think, what it's made from. And I'd like to have the complete set. Like I put them together. I always take the reefs and just hang them up and leave them up all year round. And I just like to. And they add decoration to those. Another thing, if I ever have that room, yeah, I get that way sometimes too. And if I ever can get that room expanded, I'm going to take the very end, and I'm going to put a table in there where I can set it up, and then around the wall, I can have it set up with a little sections where you can set these things up. They're actually made for putting diamonds in, or your little bottles that you store diamonds in for diamond art. I do use those diamonds for other projects. I wanted to literally turn it into a little place to do crafts and store all my different Legos that I put up and other collectibles. What I want to use it for. I don't know if Ted will come over here or not, but he might. I think he was sounding kind of tired though. He might have wanted to go to bed. It's that's fine. It ain't gonna bother me. I did mention I was going to do a live, but then I said just the fire going up anyhow. Because I think Ted was going to do one, but I said just hell, I'm going to do it. I just did it because I wanted to blow steam off of a bunch of trolls, but that ain't working, and that was a bad idea to do that anyhow. Because I do that, I'm just going to stir them up even worse. And that's not good. If I don't stay live much longer and nobody comes over, and I do decide to end it early, then I can just go and finish my laundry up too. Get that done and get some towels washed so I'll have towels to dry off with when I gotta take a shower, and I can work on getting my face shaved on baby skin smooth. I mean, sometimes people can get a lot of people, and then sometimes when people go live after them, they don't get nobody on their panel. That's just live. Hi, Angel. Angel, I don't know where everybody is after Shorty ended her live. I figured Chrissy would come here, but I haven't seen Chrissy in my lives in a while. I was joking around with her last night, but I don't think she was in much of a mood to joke around with me or something. 'Cause I saw her kept coming back in laughing at what Ted said and Roughneck said, but I kept trying to get her to joke around with me, but I think she wasn't in a good mood. The only other person live is SK, but who all's in SK's live is not nobody we know. not none of the regular panel people. Angel, come Christmas, come December, you're going to see a video from me being uploaded every single day, and till I think it's the 24th or 25th.
What up, Bean?
You should. I don't know what was going on with me last night. I don't know. I got the shaking.
Yeah.
Got this weird thought in my head, and next thing you know, I felt cold, sharp steel against me with a sharp
Shit.
blade. I almost felt like literally cut something.
What up, Daniel? What up, John Slate? What up,
Almost
boy?
today, but I
What's
had
on,
to know
everybody?
it took my own willpower to put it down and pull it up and put it away. Nobody was really in much of a mood to, with every panel I was on. When I was on Genesis panel, and then I was on I was in Shorty Michelle's live. Nobody was really in much of a mood to joke around with me or nothing. All they did was tell me hi, and that was it. They never said another word to me. And my mind kind of went to kind of got to just acting weird. Oh, he fell off.
Yeah, I
What
fell
happened?
off.
Freeze.
I don't
Yeah,
know what the
but
fuck happened. I must hit the wrong button.
yeah, but I noticed one thing. If I have people like Chrissy and other people that I call that are friends,
Yeah.
especially if they're girls and I'm just friends with, if they get
Yeah.
in there and they joke around with me, it keeps my mind from going from my dysphoria depression from getting too bad. I told my therapist about that, and she said, "Yeah, that does help." And I told her when nobody wants to joke around with me in live stream, my mind gets to wondering on things and gets to doing the wrong thing.
Uh-huh.
And it makes me want to do things that can be probably harm to the body.
Bean, you can't just cause none of the girls show up. You can't just think that. You know, I can't. How do I say it without being an asshole?
Yeah,
Just because the girls don't show up, that don't mean shit. Because there's other people still here to support you.
yeah. Oh,
You
I
know
was
what
going to tell you.
I'm saying?
Yeah, I told I was I said the other day I was I told you Julia, and I turned around and I said, for once, what my friend Grace said to me actually clicked in my head for once. I see why she blocked me all these times. And lets me block sometimes for a month, 2 months, or 3 months on Instagram, and then unblock me. She'd punish me for every wrongdoing I did, but she took me back every time and kept staying friends with me. And I turned around and said, "That's true friendship." And I told Julie, no matter how many times me and you might screw up with each other in friendship and stuff, we're always gonna be friends, no matter what.
Like, yeah, man. I
That's
mean,
true friendship.
it's just, like I said, because the girls don't show up, that don't mean shit. You know,
No,
you still have other people that care about you.
yeah,
Like You know, I'm always here for you. You already know that. You can call me anytime you fucking want. And if I'm sleeping or in the middle of something, I'll call you back, you know? Like, shit.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you that I went orgies last night because I thought it was that troll that was coming in over here and messing with people,
Yeah.
and that's what Chad D man thought it was. And I was about to tell him, I'm about to, just let all the just for you
Well,
depression
like I said,
crap that I had
like
going
I
on
said,
going off on that dude.
but like that person that keeps trying to come up and stuff, you said it's a
Yeah,
black dude. WSGL is a white dude.
I know. That's what I figured out. And but I was about to just tell him off because I didn't like how that one night he came up on panel and he used Chrissy's name and her avatar pic. And after everything that she's been through and what she's going through right now, that pissed me off when he done that.
Yeah. You
Because
know,
she
man,
don't
that's
need
the
that
way.
crap right now. And you've helped her out with some things that she's had going on.
Yeah.
Remember, you
You
had to help
know,
her out
but
with something. I'm not going to mention on here, but it's her decision to mention that.
what happened?
Remember, you had to help Chrissy with something military related.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to explain anymore because that her it's not my place to explain that. That's her place.
Did she ever was she able to complete that or
Um, if you have her email or anything, you can ask her.
I don't have her email or nothing. I don't know how to get in
Oh,
contact
you
with her.
know, yeah. Ernie
Never
had her
emailed me.
email. You might be best to talk to Ernie about and he can talk to her about that and make sure
Yeah.
they're ready to get that completed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
but that
almost
was
home.
Jeffrey and Ernie's live stream when somebody came in there and I did the wrong thing. I timed out the wrong person for 24 hours. I shouldn't have done that because I didn't know who it was to start with. I'm not going to say on here who I knew it was because that's not my place either. But the other person was in there that nobody was touching should have been the one that got timed out. There was somebody in there doing something, messing with somebody, but nobody that should have got touched. I can't remember who it was. So I tell
I
you,
got what I really want to do is go home and go to sleep.
yeah,
That's what I really want to do right now. No bullshit.
I had my mom bring me some Tyson chicken fingers, and she said you get more for my niece and nephew. I decided today when my sister and her husband tell me I can tell my niece where I am. I'm gonna actually do it during Christmas time. I'm gonna sit down and if she I'm high, I think I'm gonna sit down and if she turns around and were to ask me where's my Christmas present, I'm gonna say I don't. I'm gonna say all you're getting from me is a Christmas card
Hey,
with a
DG,
gift
what's
card
good,
in it.
my man?
I'm gonna tell her you're gonna get a Christmas card with a gift card in it. Go buy whatever you want, and then I'm gonna turn around and tell her I got the greatest gift to tell you, and I'm gonna come out and tell her what I am.
There you go. You know that's how
Greatest
you
gift that
do.
I could ever give her.
You know, yeah,
But
why
they
not?
probably doing it with the whole family there. It's good to learn.
Yo, I remember back in 2020, I
Mm-hmm.
had to get a letter from Wendy's to be out this late.
You did?
Yeah, because of the big C, you know. Um, yeah, I wasn't able to drive after 12 o'clock.
Oh, gotcha. Oh,
So when I was at Wendy's at the time, and it was funny. Yo, everything could be as good as it can be, Anthony, man. I start my classes on Wednesday for assistant general manager training. Um, yeah, everything's going good. Everything's going great.
yeah, it's been like 1 to 3 people that's been here the whole time.
1 to 3 is better than 0.
Yeah, I always worry Michelle had in her lab with mostly just 6 people. All that wanted to come in there.
Where's Teddy at? Teddy's
He might be
usually up
back.
right.
He actually might be backstage with Troy Michelle talking because you know how he likes to talk to people backstage and he'll talk for hours.
Yeah, that's true. Right.
The last time I know you don't like Starbucks because the last time I went there, I went to the one in
Oh, man.
Franklin.
Fucking Starbucks,
Yeah, when I went in
man.
there, I when I went in there, I seen this lady and her this but she still had the facial hair. She hadn't got it laser completely laser removed from laser hair removal yet. And I could tell that she was training a little to being a total dick to her. And I walked up and I said, sir, if you got a problem with trans people, just say it to my motherfucking face. Because I'm one too, you know. And the dude just got up and walked off. All he did was he handed her the money, got up and walked off. And I said, you owe her an apology before you walk off. And he turned around and he apologized to her. And I said, now I need now you don't owe me one, but you do owe her one. And she turned around and she said, no, you're not going to get for what you did. Your coffee, your food is on me. It's free. You don't owe me a dime because I did a nice thing. Because she said that
Yeah,
guy always comes in there and harasses her for what she is. And I told her I go every day. I don't give a shit what people say to me out in the world, or look at me, or point at me, or anything, or they're whispering to their friends about me. I just go and live through life like a normal woman. I don't care. And she said it's kind of hard to do that when you got them right in your face. It's going off at you for what you are.
yeah, some people are complete dicks, and other
Yeah,
people are cool with it.
yeah. And I also told her another thing. I told her people like me, they're going through what you're going through, and we're going through the same transition. That there's gonna be times out there where somebody will come up and try to beat you up for what you are, or bully you for what you are. There's always gonna be somebody that you do not know that'll go out of their way just to protect you.
Yeah,
People
definitely.
are that way. It's the same with drag queens. They get humiliated for what they are and stuff, but they protect.
I can tell you, one of my one of my stepfather's nephews
As drag
was
queens.
one of the biggest drag queens in Massachusetts. His name was Harry Westbrook. I don't know what the hell ever happened to him. He was gayer than a freaking $3 bill. Okay. And he always used to hit on me when I was fucking 15, 16, 17 years old. I'll let yo, Harry. You need to stop that shit, man. I told my mom, I was like, Mom, talk to this dude because I'm about to throw him out the fucking window. My mom had to sit down and talk to him. Cause yo, that dude was in love with me. In love with me.
Yeah, some of them are like that.
And I told him, yo, nah, it ain't like that. We family. He's
Yeah,
like, well, oh my God, you're so cute. This, that, the other. Nah, we family, dude.
yeah. Did you did you know that RuPaul was actually the very first black drag queen there ever was, which is I actually was reading up about that. And he was, and he was actually in he played in Sabrina the Teenage Witch as well.
Wow, that's
When he got
interesting.
that wig on, you cannot. He said he don't have to have makeup on. Right when he just put that wig on and the dress and everything, he already looks like a woman. And I believe he said when you and I've told people that when you see him in a suit, he literally looks like a woman walking around in a man's suit, even though he is a man.
Well, look at that. We learn something
Yeah,
new every day.
and um, Susan's friend Megger had actually went to where they did the RuPaul Drag Race at, and she got to meet him, get his autograph, and a lot of other people that were on the show.
Wow,
I told her if
that's
she
what's
could
up.
ever give me his autograph and then talk to him and tell him what I'm becoming, he might give me and she might be able to give me some pointers from him.
Uh,
He can help me out
there
with
you
some
go.
ideas. Yeah. But my mother is gonna actually let me one of these days if she ever goes on vacation somewhere and I don't want to go with her, she said, yeah, I'll put you on a plane to California because I know who's gonna pick you up and you'll stay with them and let
Uh
you
huh.
be out there for like 2 weeks. I said if I can either be out there for 2 weeks, I can be out there for like a month or whatever's good for them. And
Mm-hmm.
then we're gonna do a big get together with a bunch of channels out there and go live together.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing. I'll be
But
down to watch that all day.
yeah, thank for
You go
Susan.
live with all them out there.
Yeah, but
Get
thank
them
for
all
Susan.
up on panel with you. Get them
Yep,
all up on panel with you at one time, my man. There you
yep.
go.
And thank for Susan taking me. You're gonna take me to San Francisco, the Lady Boy Strip Club.
Oh, you'll be in fairyland, man.
She said she knows where they're at. Julie was joking around. I was joking around with Julia one time, and then she said, "I'm gonna leave your ass in San Francisco," and I said, "Sure." Because I can't remember what live stream we're in, but I was saying something about that, and
I
I
need
said
to
something.
shit.
I can't remember who it was I said it to, but I said if I were to stay with Susan, I would and Jay's hard, I'd be stuck sleeping on the couch. And they said, I said, if I was staying not on the, they said I would be stuck sleeping on the couch. I said, no, I won't. I'll be sleeping in between Jay Sarge and Susan because she ain't getting no dragon. He ain't getting his ice cream. I ain't allowed to
Uh,
while I'm there.
nah,
And
you just end up at yo. You just end up at Megger's house.
yeah, hi Diamond. Diamond's is one of Nora's friends.
Hi, Diamond.
Has anybody seen Soul Cal around lately? He's not been doing any content going live or been in any live stream.
I have not seen SoCal around in like fucking like 2 months, dude.
I don't know. I guess he said he was done with YouTube and just left.
To run a YouTube channel is very hard, man. Like
Yeah, it
it's
is.
hard. It really is.
You want to know what came in my live stream the other night I was live? One
What's
guy
that?
coming in and somebody said that it literally looked like you with a goatee.
Huh.
The avatar did, and the guy come in and says, "I'm masturbating to you."
The
I'm like, "What
fuck?
the hell?" And I said, "Well, I could tell you where to put a wrench." And I blocked him, and then it didn't take long. Some guy where his avatar looked like an Indian guy come in and he said, I'm sitting in the bush just listening to y'all while masturbating, and I said, "Oh my god, what the hell!" Some
Yeah,
old Indians
Diamond.
are jerking off.
It's not like it used to be. Uh,
No,
it, it's it's not the way it used to be like back in the day. No, definitely no
no.
way.
But that day I was backstage with Joey and Ted backstage. I stood up and I pointed the camera towards my chest and said, "Can you see see if I have a sports bra or anything. And they said, no, I can't see it. So I looked my shirt up and they're like, yeah, be flashing us. I said, well, and I don't know who it was, but somebody said something to me, and I'm like, oh, damn, now you get dirty. Now my boobies are talk of the town now.
That's
But
hilarious.
you know how women, if they brush against anything or they accidentally knock the door into their damn boobie or their nipple, it hurt.
Yeah.
I did that with the cabinet door on accident, getting a towel out so I could get ready to take it so I can have it to dry myself off when I get out of the shower. And I hit my damn boobie and my right boobie and nipple, and I said, God damn, it hurt, son of a bitch, that fucking hurt. I mean, it hurt like that. Hell.
Wow.
But I asked my doctor, why do I get this white scaly stuff over the nipple? And she said that's normal. That's because it's growing, and the outer some of the skin is going to come off as it's growing to get bigger. But she said for me that there will be a time that I can actually push on the actual nipple and actually get actual liquid out. Not all trans people can, but some can.
The fuck?
Yeah, she said since I've got Klinefelter syndrome, I should be able to get some out. Do a little lactating. I'm like,
okay,
damn.
yo, Bean. Too much info, my man. Too much info.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Angel, have you seen those containers you buy and each one's got a drawer and you can put a label on them for like you got this color in there or this color in there, and then you can connect the boxes together and stack them on top here, and you can mount them to the wall if you want.
Yeah.
Put all the diamond art beads in.
Yeah.
I thought about getting those.
Yeah, no, maybe. I really don't know the kit Katrina has. Katrina has a diamond art book and this and that.
Yeah, but one thing is the best labels to get are not the clear ones where you write the name on. It's get the ones that have the actual number that's on the right side that lets you know what the diamonds are, but it's already got the color to it. And putting those stickers on the bottom, once you do that, you don't mix them up and wind up with two that are the same color, but they're two different numbers. It don't confuse you half the time. And then you come out putting the wrong diamond arts on.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm just tired as fuck. I'm smoking this cigarette. I'm gonna go inside the house and I'm going my ass to bed.
After I get the diamond art chip from Beauty and the Beast done, I'm gonna have 2 more containers. I mean, 1.5 more containers full of more black diamonds. It's like
yeah,
it seems like more black.
310. Yo, you just go with your 310s. 310 all the time, dude, man. You'll have a shit ton of that shit.
I know you have more 310 and more of the white. And then the 3031, which is chocolate mocha, you're always stuck with that color too. And I've noticed with the yellow, I've got tons of it.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna
go
inside.
Huh? What you
I'm
gonna do?
Go inside, change my clothes,
and go to
bed. Yeah.
Well, I'm sending 2 diamonds to Gizmo to Anthony and his wife, but his wife wants them. And she said, "What do we owe you for it? Because you said it's about paying me for it." And I said, "You don't owe me a You don't owe me a thing. I'm not going to have you pay for it. You don't owe me nothing."
Cause yo, you get diamond arts, diamond fucking dozen right off Temu and shit,
I've seen people that have bought diamond art off of Temu. It costs like $1, and they'll turn around and sell it for like $70 to $100 some dollars. I'm like, you're selling it for more than what you paid for the thing. You're like ripping people off.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like
yeah, but I noticed something new about the the part that they put on the diamond art to make the diamond stick to it, it seems
Uh-huh.
like the glue is a lot more thicker now than what it was when it was coming from China.
Yeah.
I think it's made a lot better. It's not as thin. And I've had people tell me don't buy from Temu because of the glue and stuff. And I've turned around and said, I'm gonna still keep buying from Temu because Temu is where you can get the diamond art of all the different kinds of front covers that were on all the Disney VHSs.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get that nowhere else.
Nope. But
You know.
all right, Bean. I'm
All right.
going inside. You
If
take it
you hear
easy. Have a good night.
you know, if you hear from Ted or anything, you could tell him come over here if you want, or you don't have to.
All right. I'm going
Yeah,
my ass to bed.
yeah. I don't know how much longer I'll be live because if nobody else comes around.
All right. Have a good night, Bean.
All right, you too. Bye. Yes, cabinet door knob hit my knockers and it hurt. Yeah, right before I have breast augmentation surgery done, I'm gonna make sure I've got my teeth fixed. But I got to work on getting the dental insurance. Make sure I've got dental insurance. But I don't. I'm gonna get that fixed. I'm gonna try to make it where I get more, where I get new partials. That don't work, then I'll do it the other way. But I do think these two teeth over here are gonna have to be pulled because they're always having to put filling in between them, and it just keeps cracking and chipping. And I think I've got a couple of others that they might have to pull. And once they do that, I will take some more partials again because it'll finally push this lip up and do better. But I was thinking if I could, if I ever could afford it, I'm gonna talk to my dermatologist about it. If she thinks I need to have anything done to my lips to make them look more feminine, and if she says it wouldn't hurt, I'll ask her what that'll cost after I get the laser hair removal done. Yeah, my mobile cut off. It'll pop back on a little bit. It'll restore itself. I said I'm not gonna in a package I'm sending somebody. I'm not gonna send the Roby desktop vacuum because some days it don't suck everything up that those things are supposed to suck up. It ain't the most perfect vacuum of them all. I said I would just let them pick out whoever I can send one to. Let them just get one that they would want of their own, and send them something else. Put some other things in there I know they would like. I might actually just put two flashlights in there that run off the Ryobi USB line. No, I was going to put one in. No, I was going to put one in there that's the flashlight that IP 65 rated that you can use when you go camping and stuff. And it's got another little thing on it that it's got a metal hook on it, then a carabiner on it. But you can also, it'll actually mount to the Ryobi Link wall system for that without any screws or anything. I didn't know it would do that, but it will. Either way to store it. But I was thinking about sending them the hot glue gun instead. The new one that they made that works with those same batteries. Has a little kickstand and uses the regular size glue sticks instead of the mini ones. And then they can get any kind of style glue stick they want. They can get colored ones, all kinds. And glow and dark ones, whatever they want from a craft store that works in it. And I was thinking, oh, that would come in handy. So if they have any niece and nephews or grandchildren that they have to do crafts with, they could use that. It'll come in handy. Help them out with doing the craft project and stuff. long as this live went, I might just leave it up for the heck of it. Yeah, when I get this table I have in here swapped with somebody else and get my table that belonged to my Mimi and Papa brought into the house because we're going to switch the tables over. Then I'm going to take that table and move it over more to a different location, and then I'm actually thinking about taking my chair and putting it to where it's more closer to that TV, but it does have an ottoman to it when I buy one, and it will be closer to the back door. But that's where I'm thinking about putting it because it'll be real close to the router, and then if I've got my and more closer to a plug and everything, and then I'll have it more centered that way, and to make this room look more uniform, and I'll still be able to see TV when I watch it because that's an advantage with curved TVs. It makes it easier to see them when you're watching them. Then I'll be able to take oh what you call it when it's got me more when it has me more closer to the router like that, it'll keep my phone from wanting to lose connection so bad. The closer I am to the router, the more StreamYard wants to hold better. Other thing is going to come in handy. Yeah, Bath and Body Works is already doing a sale on their Halloween stuff and some of their fall stuff and already getting ready for Christmas. And I think this is the first time I've ever seen them do a sale on their fall stuff awful quick. Want to sell that out too quick. I do need to take my Ryobi vacuum and create a bunch of different piles of messes on the floor of different things and go through them and show what it does, which mimics what a cart vacuum would do. I do need to make a video of that, do a test of it, show it all, and let people know how good it is because it's a good one. But the best one to get that Ryobi makes, it runs off their 18-volt batteries and it takes people also and best to use their advanced their advanced HP battery that has the tablet cells in it, or use their 8P batteries which is high performance in it to make it boost better. And their standard lithium ion batteries is the advanced one that they have out. If you don't need one you don't want one that comes with that you can use as a stick vac because you already have like a corded stick vac or something that you're using that's good. Then you can get their other vacuum that has dual rollers on it, but it's not got a detangling brush on it, which is just a standard upright. And if you want a vacuum that runs off of, if you want a fabric upholstery cleaner that's portable and one that for doing carpets and stuff, but you don't want to be tied to a coordinate, just go with the Ryobi one that uses their battery and you're done. Because the one that for doing your carpeted floors, your area rugs and carpets and stuff, it comes with a stiff bristle brush and the other brush is not so stiff. It's for like more for like light duty work. And then with the Ryobi handheld, the one that I have that uses their batteries at HP brushless, you stick the device on there and you run the rest of the solution you got in it back into the hose. I mean, from the solution tank, if you have any solution left in the hose, and it cleans the hose out, keep it from getting dirty. You still do have to, time from time, rinse both the tanks out when you're not going to be using it for a while and let them air dry and then put them back together and you're done. And they do have another one that says they're easy clean thing. It's got a little tank underneath it, and it's just got a roller that spins. And what you do is you put the solution down first, And then if you spray that down, then you turn the roller on and do the roller right there to work the stain in. Then when you're done doing that, then you turn on suction, and you can leave the roller on if you want. If you don't want the roller on, then you can do suction, and you can do suction only without the roller, and it'll suck everything up. But it's more just for like quick spill pickup. It's not made to get any deep down spots and stuff that have set. And then on it, you can take it and put the canister that's underneath it in the dishwasher and a little filter in the dishwasher to wash them, which is kind of cool. That's something you can do with a attachment on the little spot cleaner I have. I might have to do a demonstration on that one day. I'm gonna do that on a rug. I'm gonna let some stains set in on. I'm gonna buy like a real cheap rug, and that I don't the ugly rug or something. I don't care to throw away that costs super cheap, and I'll let some stains set in on it for a certain amount of hours, and then I'll go back and I'll run it on and do it because it comes with a. Yeah, it's got the 7-inch brush attachment goes on it, and the got a crevice tool, and the crevice tool has it where you flip it over and you can suck the stuff up. Then it comes with a rubber brush with it for more stubborn things. But you can buy the other attachment to it that lets you do that if you don't need the 7-inch nozzle, you can do a 4-inch nozzle. You have to buy that one separate. The bottle of solution it comes with, it's been last time how much. Well, if you got kids and other people that make messes, then you're going to need to get the bigger bottle. You can get the 20, I think it's the 24 ounce, or you can get a 64 ounce bottle. But it's best to use their solution because it's an oxy based solution. But you can use Bissell solution in it as long as it's not it's a solution that don't foam up. Or the foam up solutions will tear it up. And it has 2 speeds. It has a low speed and a high speed. Most portable carpet most portable upholstery cleaners don't have a high speed. They only have 1 speed. I will do a demonstration video on that one day. When I can afford it. I might do it on that rug I've got in the utility room because I do need to take that rug out and throw it away and replace it with a new rug because that would just get worn out. It's got stains on there that'll never come out from me walking in and out of the house, but that's it. Hi, Rocky Top. Rocky Top, if you can't sleep, then you can come up on panel and get some kind of conversation started. I'm just hoping whatever's going on with Chrissy, she gets that all figured out to where she can get back to hanging out in all the live streams and joke around with people. Come to everybody's live, even my live. But she's gonna always be a manager moderator and be a manager moderator in my live as long as she's on YouTube. Only bad thing in here is you can't time me out in here if I say Starbucks. She could time Ernie out if he says Folgers. It shouldn't be long before Ernie will be firing up live. I think he should be firing up live around 4 or 5, and it might be 4:30 or 4:45 or somewhere around 5 in the morning while he's driving to work. I'm not for sure. It's kind of good that when you went and I was gonna tell you, it's kind of good when you went in when you went in Archie's live, you went in there on your other channel, not this channel.
Yeah.
But you do got to know when anybody goes in there. I say even if Chrissy ever went in there, it's best to go in there on an alt account. I mean, make up a fake account, make up an alt account, go in there and then when you get it, when somebody says that they know that no, that person's good to have ranks. I know who that is. They're not a troll, but it's good to also make sure you do got content on the channel when that you're gonna make that you're gonna use to go in there. But it's not your main account.
Yeah.
So they do get people in there that will troll the shit out of you if you ain't careful. Hi, Karina.
Hey, Karina.
It's been just like I said, told Angel. It's only been 1 or 3 people in here all night. And remember, Tori Michelle only had 6 people all night in hers. Remember, Tori Michelle when she was live, only like 6 people were in hers all night.
Yeah. It's because of the tension that's going on right now.
It's because of what?
The tension that's going on right now.
Oh yeah, that might be why Chrissy was kind of in and out of the live. She was listening, but kind of in and out of lives and missing some comments in the live when she was talking.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really talk about what's going on with me, but I may just out of nowhere disappear, and that's because I'm expecting a phone call from Fox News.
Yeah, I went in. I kind of went in Ernie's live, and I seen some tension in there, and I go, and first thing came to my mind is that if there's anybody in here messing with Chrissy, I'm going to knock them the hell out. I'm like, they better leave her alone. I know she's a strong, independent woman that can take care of herself and everything. But I don't want nobody fucking with her.
I will tell you more on Facebook later, but right now I'm keeping it hush.
Yeah, you can say it backstage if you're backstage. Because eventually I might go backstage. Oh, Karina told you. Found out that troll that was messing with us, that was messing with me the other night,
Mm-hmm.
found out he's a black man. When we found that out, I turned around and said, it don't matter what, that still shouldn't give him right to say that word he said. And that's when I was like, yeah, if Mac was up here, Mac would have told that dude off. And Matt don't don't care what race you are, what nationality you are, or anything. If you're going to troll somebody that he considers friends and family, he will tell them all. That's how he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was funny. I went to Janice live, and I think where Chrissy said, Tramp Jenna, where are you? I was like, damn, I'm coming live. She looked for me. She calling me a tramp. I'm like, the hell? And I was sitting there dying out laughing. She called me a tramp. I didn't care if she called me one. I decided I'm gonna stop taking vitamin B12 because I found out that it can actually cause your hair and nails and your nails and your hair to grow a lot faster.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
like, I don't need that. The T blocker is supposed to slow that down because it stop growing, and I don't need something that's gonna overgrow, that's gonna override something and just slow the hair down.
Right.
When And after I heard that toward the children live, right before my live, I googled up and it's true. That's what's in the multivitamin that causes your that work that is for hair, skin, and nails. When I said nope, I'm cutting that off. And if my doctor said I need it, I said I could get out other foods I eat. I'm not gonna have something that cause that. I mean, it ain't gonna cause my hair to ever come back after I have it permanently removed. That's not gonna happen.
But yeah, there's been a lot going on tonight, and a
Did
lot of
you?
stuff.
Yeah. Did you get any bad people in your live stream?
No.
Yeah. Sapphire ever come back in there?
Mm-mm.
I have not seen her anywhere either. I've been running. I went to run around in the Filipino channel and some other Asian channels,
Mm-hmm.
Thailand channels, and some Korean channels, and I have not seen her. And then I went to Julie D's, and I'm not seeing her there. But what I have kind of noticed is, you know, that Chelsea, Chef or whatever her name is, that um has only that only has one subscriber.
Yeah.
He's been coming in. I mean, she's been coming in just about every live stream I'm in, saying hi to me, chatting it up with me, and saying that she likes me and loves me or something. But I cannot figure out who she is. The only live I've not seen her.
I've seen her in a few streams, but I think she's just a really good supporter.
I know, but she said she loves me for some reason, and she knows I'm trans. But she actually puts up a emoji, the kissing emoji, and then the um emoji with the heart eye. I mean, not heart eyes, but the it's either heart eyes or the star eyes, whichever one that one is.
Yeah.
But I'm not seeing her in my live yet. I think eventually she might reveal who she is. But I think it's somebody we know, and they're just running around under their another account to hide out. You know, so whoever might be messing with them will leave them alone.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Hi, Dominic.
Hey, Dominic.
Anybody's welcome come up here, and plus, when I hit a certain hour mark, maybe 2 hour mark, whatever, I'll go backstage and we talk about whatever backstage. That's one thing that you could do, Rocky. That you could do. If you can do like Roughneck does sometimes, people can chat in the YouTube side while you're backstage on StreamYards, but the StreamYards is still not fully connected to it's not fully connected to YouTube. You know how Roughneck does that sometimes.
Yeah.
And you say where you want back there and play music or whatever, and nobody knows what's going on backstage. And they'll be in the chat, you know.
Yeah.
And chatting with them. They have to just chat in the chat. One of these days when there's going to always be a day that if Chrissy ever says she wants to come up on my panel, there will be a day that if my panel is already full, I will eventually say, well, I'm going to knock it down to, I'm going to have to make somebody go back in the chat, or I could just let her have a spot, you know. So I'm going to always leave her a place up here until that day she wants to come on the panel and join. I think a lot of people have got things going on right now with them and stuff. It might be best for them to lay low and not be on certain panels in case something were to happen.
And as much as I hate to say it, and I don't like bringing politics up on panels, but there's a big divide right now. A big divide right now.
Yeah, whatever's going on, we can talk about that backstage. But I kind of don't want to break my number one rule that
That's
has
all I
to be.
was going to say.
Yeah, I just saying I don't want to break my number one rule. But remember that one person that got that
You know
started like
me. I
that?
don't. When it comes to that stuff, I don't go into details. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but you remember that day it accidentally got that started, and I said, well, that number one rule got broken, and the person that started it, I wish I would have knocked them down in them, would have knocked them off the panel down in the basement, then back in the chat. But I didn't do it that day. Have you seen the way that you have to kick somebody off the panel to get them back in the basement?
mm-hmm.
I noticed when I did it, it said I clicked on it and it blew them up big, and then it gave me the option to be able to kick them from the panel. And then when I clicked them in the basement, it gave me the option to kick them back into the chat. So it's weird. It's making you have to blow them up big over everybody else just to be able to kick them in the basement and then fully remove them from the basement. Weird. You got to make them the center of attention.
Yeah, I think I want to get in contact with YouTube because the Go Live Together feature, I think it should have a backstage at the end of the stream. When you hit X, it just takes you straight out of it.
It does.
But yet, when you start the stream, you can have a backstage. It don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, it's weird. Oh, did you know YouTube used to have way before people started using StreamYard and third party apps to be able to go live through YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know you didn't have to have that back in the OG days of YouTube? You could literally just go live on panel if you wanted to without having to use an app or a website.
No, I didn't know that. I thought it was
Yeah,
all
they
through a
used to have.
platform.
Yeah, it used to be owned by. They used to own. It used to be owned by Google YouTube, and you used to be able to do that. And then they also had it to where you could actually create group chats in another little area on the YouTube platform and get in there and chat with people in private, like you do on Instagram or Facebook. But they got rid of it. Once they got rid of it, it stopped people from being able to do panels. So people started finding other ways to go live. They started coming across StreamYards and started using that. And that's how StreamYards blew up and got so big.
Yeah.
But that day that I was no, not that, no, I can't remember when it was, but I there used to be a way where you could go live with YouTube. I mean, on YouTube, even though you were in YouTube jail, to where you weren't supposed to go live, you could use StreamYards to get around that. You still go live on your channel, but somehow I've heard that they put a stop to that. I don't know if it's 100. I don't know if it's 100% true or not. I'm not gonna state any facts or nothing because I don't know if it's 100 true or not because I don't know everything about it. But I'm just saying it's just something I heard. But at the end of the day, you can't believe everything you hear.
Oh, I wish everybody would get that.
Huh?
I said I wish everybody would get that.
Yeah. There's rumors everywhere going on lately. way life is. I think SK's still alive.
Who's still alive?
SK.
Oh. Hmm. If
Him and
so, he's
Larry.
drunk.
Yeah. I think earlier when Larry was driving, I noticed that one of them in the vehicle sounded very tipsy. They both almost sounded like they were tipsy, and they sounded like they were they sounded like they were going to Tarkus's place to meet him.
Well, then they may be playing poker then.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, it says I'm up to 4 people. It done that once before tonight. Earlier, it got up to 4 and then went straight back to 1 that quick.
Yeah.
I don't have subscriber mode on. I never turned it on. Kind of weird. It keeps. There's been all night. It's always been. To make that clear, it's actually always been 1 to 4 people lurking in the bushes. And I don't see how people can sit there all night in the bushes without saying a word.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I would get bored over time. I'd have to come out and say something. That's how most people are.
Even Ted, if it's at the even if it's just at the very end, he'll at least say hi, or
Yeah.
put his big that whatever that pink alligator looking thing is.
Yeah. Or put the pink waving hand. That's another thing.
It would be nice if everybody that was actually watching would